Hey, everybody, off and running on this Friday edition of Thoroughbred Action, May the 29th here at Gulfstream Park. Jason Blewett joining you from our clubhouse studios. Got a lot of ground to cover on the show tonight, including a triumphant return to the Gulfstream Park turf course. The turf racing begins in the 4th. The grass course listed as good. Main track amid sunny skies listed as fast. And in fact, our first 3 today will be run over the dirt as we get tied on for a mile and a furlong. Pretty long race to start the show. Mile and a furlong. 3-up filly and mare, 12-5 to 10-5 claimer. We've got the gals running here. We've got the man upstairs, Pete Aiello, standing by. And here's the call, the first of 10.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, Betting on a Kitten, one of the first to get underway. Sent through inside, Smartazar is on to challenge. From the outside, Subtle Joy gets away in the top flight while looking to angle over. High Class Paler is in the 2-path, and Naturel is nearest the inside. Length and a half to Gracie's Dream, 2 better than Tapazar Girl. Out wide on the course in Malibu Run, and Call Me Senorita. Last of all, as they chase the speed of Smartazar. Smartazar on top now by a length. Toward the inside, Naturel is clearly second. Subtle Joy on the outside third. Betting on a Kitten races between horses in 4th. High Class Player next toward the rail 5th. A gap of another 2.5. Malibu Run improves outside of Gracie's Dream. 2 better than Tapazar Girl. And the trailer remains Call Me Senorita. 23-3 for the opening quarter speed. For the level and distance, that's a pretty honest pace. Smartazar leads Subtle Joy by a length and a quarter. Naturel is at the inside third, 2 better than Betting on a Kitten, who's on from 4th. Malibu Run improving steadily for Zayas. Black colors about 5 lengths behind. High Class Player is losing ground. Call Me Senorita's picked up a couple spots. Gracie's Dream is at the back alongside Tapazar Girl as they round the far turn. 47-4 for the opening half mile, and Smartazar tries to throw the knockout punch early in the rounds here as Hugh rides through its 3-length lead with 3 furlongs remaining. All in Subtle Joy, all in Naturel. Anybody running home? Yes, Call Me Senorita from 4th. And about to get into 2nd, it appears, as Smartazar tries to continue on with it here. 3/4, 1:13-2, less than a quarter of a mile to go. Smartazar leads by 2.5. Naturel is second. Call Me Senorita and Subtle Joy are next. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Now they're at the 8th pole. Call Me Senorita last early and trying to make a late impression on Smartazar. Subtle Joy with renewed energy and Naturel toward the rail. 16th to go. Smartazar is still in front. Smartazar leads by a length and a half. Her strides are shortening, but she's clear. Smartazar wins. Subtle Joy got back up for second. Call Me Senorita was third. Naturel ran 4th. Then Malibu Run in 1:55 and 1. And they're off. The favorite Say Cheese was away well enough, but getting the front here is Sophisticurl on to take over. Sophisticurl leads by a length and a half early. Tempt Me away in second. Say Cheese with the leaders at the start now moves into second. Darla's away in early 4th. Down inside goes Extinguished, followed out wide by Special Inclusion. My Glory is next, and Kitten's Dreams at the back. They round the far turn. They do go to the first finish line here. Sophisticurl leads by half a length. Say Cheese on the outside second. Tempt Me is there third. Darla, green cap, running home on the outside. Tempt Me looks for racing room toward the rail. Back to 5th and Extinguished with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Say Cheese is up on level terms with Sophisticurl, but Sophisticurl has inside position. Darla's over the top. These 3 to settle the score. Less than an 1/8 to go. Say Cheese a bit green in her action. On the outside, Darla takes aim. It's Say Cheese and Darla. Darla and Say Cheese. Say Cheese and Darla. These 2, it's Darla in time. Say Cheese outrun late. She was second. Sophisticurl was third in 52-3.
Run Happy is simply super. He polishes off an outstanding campaign with a dominant victory in the Malibu.
No medication, no problem. Run Happy, standing at Claiborne Farm.
And they're off. From the rail, our boy Bodie, fleet-footed and off the lead by a neck early from Jamaican, who tries to keep up second. Combinations trying to avoid being caught very wide on the course. He is going to be caught wide on the course as he can't work over. From the outside, Earth is now into third, on from fourth and Chief White Sox, improving his position while working into the inside portion of the course. His combination, black and white colors, fourth and trying to get to the new leader, who's now Jamaican. Paco Lopez sends Jamaican on with it, and he leads by a length. Our boy Bodie tries to counterpunch second. Moving up on the outside is the race favorite Combination. He's in full stride now. Only 2 lengths off the lead with a quarter of a mile left to go. Off the turn and the stretch drive with the advantage. It's still Jamaican, but on the outside, Combination comes to call, and he's proving much the best. Combination outside of Jamaican, Combination to the top. Jamaican is back to second. The battles for the minors. Bordini trying to get through to split horses for a slice. Combination all aboard. He's 1-2 and a 2-length winner. Jamaican second, our boy Bodie third, Bordini fourth, and Earth completes the high five. And they're up. Jage Jelly on the stretch out, one of the first to get underway. Toffin has speed from down toward the inside. Away in third is Hurricane Breeze. She's tucked in. Out wide, and it's a roll of the dice working over from the top shelf. Then long shot, it takes 2 to wiggle. Memphis Showboat is next toward the rail. The 2 at the back are Sunset Promise and Fancified. In the charge around the first turn, Toffin gets clear under Joe Bravo to lead by 2 over his second running Jage Jelly. Hurricane Breeze is sequestered at the rail in third, followed fourth by It's a Roll of the Dice. Then it's Memphis Showboat, and it takes 2 to wiggle. Fancified was 3 wide, and the trailer is Sunset Promise. 24-2 for a reasonable opening quarter speed. There's less than 5 furlongs to run. It's Toffin in front by 2.5. Jage Jelly's on the chase while second. Toward the outside, It's a Roll of the Dice is still third. Hurricane Breeze yet to be asked for her best effort. She's fourth at the inside, followed fifth by Fancified, who's plotted a wide course to this stage. She's 4 deep now. Memphis Showboat is next. Then it takes 2 to wiggle, and 3 wide at the back is Sunset Promise. 49-2 for a half as they swing to the far turn. Toffin is still the target. She leads by a length. Jage Jelly is second. 4 wide Fancified toward the rail. Hurricane Breeze in the 3 path. It's a Roll of the Dice. Sunset Promise trying to get a rally going while better than 5 lengths off the lead. Then Memphis Showboat with a quarter of a mile left to go. 3/4, 113-2. Off the turn and the drive they go. It's Toffin in front by 2. Here's the challenge from Hurricane Breeze, who takes aim while second, shifting a bit of ground but closing at Toffin. Toffin's almost home. Hurricane Breeze trying to bridge the gap. Hurricane Breeze and Toffin. Toffin and Hurricane Breeze. Toffin digging. Hurricane Breeze surging. Photo finish. Heads out of sync there. Was it Toffin holding on, or did Hurricane Breeze get her? Too tight to call. 142-4. And they're off. Good start from between horses for Hara, who's headed off for the early advantage. Jill's a hot mess up on the outside. From the rail, stepping forward into the top flight. Race day speed is away in early fourth. Outside and improving is Pretzel. Then it's a gap of a length and a half to Go Jojo Go. On her outside, Queen Arella splitting horses and Alpha Babe. And out the back door early is Indy Front. Around the far turn they go. Stepping forward nearest the inside. Jill's a hot mess, 3 wide. Hera fights on between horses. These top 3 have gone 4 or 5 lengths ahead of Queen Arella, who's outside of Pretzel. A gap of 2 more to race day speed, then Alpha Babe and Go Jojo Go. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Queen Arella continues to charge at this embattled trio. She's on the far outside with momentum. Hera has the lead, but here's Queen Arella continuing on with it here. And Queen Arella and Miguel Vasquez striding forward to a clear lead. Hera is second. Jill's a hot mess is third. A late run from Go Jojo Go, but coming home for the wire, Queen Arella is a wrapped-up winner. Queen Arella won by 4 in the end. Hera was second, and Go Jojo Go third. And they're off. From the rail, Sovereign Warrior was quick to begin. Conquistador moves up on the outside to claim second. Lucky Mike looking to work over from his high draw with the race favorite Looking at Roses nearest the inside. Splitting that duo is Vincitore. Then it's a gap of 2 to Road to Peace, racing inside of Please Sit Down. A gap of another 3 to Vintage Kitten, who's mid-flight. He's better than 7 or 8 lengths off the lead. And Poppy's Boys is a length and a half behind him while racing in the 2-path. Around the first turn they go. Sovereign Warrior took all the late play and got a very easy lead. He went 23 and 2 to get there, but he leads a length and a half. Conquistador is second. Lucky Mike is there third. Looking at Roses toward the rail fourth. Vincitore races up between horses while fifth. 3 better than Please Sit Down. Then it's Road to Peace, followed by Vintage Kitten, and Poppy's Boys is the back. They make their way 5 furlongs from the finish. Sovereign Warrior leads by a length and a half. Conquistador second through a 47 and 3 half mile. Lucky Mike is together with Looking at Roses, their third and fourth. Back to fifth, Vincitore. Then it's a gap of 2 to Please Sit Down. Vintage Kitten starts to launch a bid. And at the back, Road to Peace and Poppy's Boys. Around the far turn they go. Sovereign Warrior has been in front from the outset, and he leads by 2. Here's the matchup as Looking at Roses starts to get to him while second. Vincitore on a rebid with an inside lane, less than a quarter of a mile to go. Sovereign Warrior trying to repel the challenge from Looking at Roses, who's within a length of him now. These two well clear of the others. Sovereign Warrior on the inside. Looking at Roses on the outside, only a half length behind. Looking at Roses surging at Sovereign Warrior. Sovereign Warrior digging in, and Sovereign Warrior held on to win it. Looking at Roses never got by. He was second, Vincitore third, then Vintage Kitten and Lucky Mike. And they're off. Good start for all. It's Island Tap headed off for the early lead. Moving up on the inside, here's Goodbye Greg on to challenge. Splitting Rivals and Memorable Election into the top flight. Fuel the Burn is now third. Looking for some place to work is our boy Evans sliding through inside, and Apache Brave. That's a length and a half to Honolulu Express. Town Policy beaten for speed, and Stretch Running Oak Bluffs is last of all as they move around the far turn. Goodbye Greg with rail position and the lead. On the outside, Memorable Election is there second. From the inside, Fuel the Burn, Hunt's Racing Room, Island Tap is next. Apache Brave trying to find his feet and look for some place to go. Two better than the favorite, who is our boy Evans. He's not responding at all. Oak Bluffs is on from the back. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Goodbye Greg turns for home with the lead. Toward the inside, Oak Bluffs. From between horses, Fuel the Burn. Down the center, and Apache Brave. Final eighth of a mile. Oak Bluffs is charging. So is Fuel the Burn. They're lifting. They're gobbling. Goodbye Greg. Oak Bluffs inside. Fuel the Burn on the outside. It's Oak Bluffs. Oak Bluffs, old school's cool, as Paco and Oak Bluffs got through to win it in 55-3. And they're off. Last in, first out. Flora Fantasy wins the break. She's not usually that fast. And here comes the speed Merseyside on to take over. Splitting horses in Bowtown Cat, then Gina's Gem. Sayonara Baby, who likes to be near the lead, is last of all, just ahead of her How Sweep It Is, and assume control as the advantage belongs to Merseyside. Merseyside in front, but a very good trip for Flora Fantasy. She's in range already, up into second, flanking the leader. Back to third, Gina's Gem in the two-lane, Bowtown Cat, three wide, Sayonara Baby. How Sweep It Is second last, Assume Control is the trailer, and Merseyside tries to get away. 5/16 from home, Merseyside the leader, but Irad and the big favorite, Flora Fantasy, have her in the crosshairs while second. Two back to Gina's Gem, who's a driven third, three better than the rest of the field. Assume Control, How Sweep It Is, Sayonara Baby, and Bowtown Cat. Top of the lane, Flora Fantasy looms large. She's up on the outside to take the lead from Merseyside. She's under light handling, and she is in front. Gina's Gem takes aim while second. Merseyside is right at the inside of her. These two battle second and third, but nobody beats Flora Fantasy. Flora Fantasy remains sharp, and she'll win again and win by 3 in the end. Merseyside outran Gina's Gem for second. They were well clear of Bowtown Cat, who was fourth. Then Sayonara Baby. And they're off. She's second in the two-path. Ground on her inside. Race. A quarter of a mile to go, and he's 6 on top. It's last of the 12 as they roll into the backstretch. And they're off. Picture perfect beginning. From the outside, Swirling Candy looking to get over, but Happy Loudon has the same idea, and they race ahead of Silver Tunes. That'll put Poseidon's Passion in very tight. Also in tight, Royal Jewel. Up and around rivals goes Tony's Rose, then Traverse, and out wide, Drop a Hint. Second last is Shell Beach Party, and the trailer is Tweet Away, Robin. Around the far turn they go. Happy Loudon has rail position and the lead. Swirling Candy right up alongside second. Tony's Rose is together with an inside running Silver Tunes third and fourth. Two back to Poseidon's Passion, who's now fifth. Outside sixth and Royal Jewel, then Drop a Hint with a quarter of a mile left to go. Swirling Candy comes away with the lead. Angling for Racing Room is Silver Tunes down the center in a mild run from Tony's Rose. She shifted ground right back into Silver Tunes, who had to alter course. Meanwhile, it's all Swirling Candy. Swirling Candy with authority. She'll win it, and win it by 3 in the end. Tony's Rose is second. Drop a Hint closing for third. Happy Loudon finished fourth. runners away. Good beginning for Wind Ridge and Superhighway on his outside. Going to take both of them on is Nimble Beast, who's on to take over. Down at the inside, it's Smoky Song alongside Winter at Bastogne, and splitting horses Ultra Confident near the back. Out of the chute and onto the main course, it's a three-headed pace duel. Nearest the inside, Winter at Bastogne. Three wide, Nimble Beast from between horses, Smoky Song. It's a gap of 3 to Wind Ridge, who gets a good setup. 2 better than Ultra Confident, who is a bit green leaving the chute. Superhighway as the race favorite is last of all, but the pace is robust here. 22-1 for the opening quarter speed. Simply unreasonable as they head to the half-mile point. Winter at Bastogne narrowly in front of Smoky Song, 4 wide. Wind Ridge is not going to wait. He's going to go on the attack right now. Here's Wind Ridge up on the outside, 4 wide for Camacho. That'll send Nimble Beast into action. Meanwhile, Ultra Confident and Superhighway try to catch up from the back through a 45 2 half mile. 5/16 to go. Winter at Bastogne has repelled all challenges to this stage, but now on the outside, Wind Ridge gets serious and takes over. From between horses and Nimble Beast, Superhighway will tip and roll while about 4 lengths off of Wind Ridge after 3 quarters. In 1:10.4, less than a quarter of a mile to go. Wind Ridge is the target. Wind Ridge with 1/8 of a mile left to get in front. Superhighway, not an easy ride for Irad, but he's starting to get motivated now with less than a 16th to go. Superhighway tries to track down Wind Ridge. Wind Ridge made first run, and Wind Ridge will deliver. Superhighway second. Third is close. Too close, either Winter at Bastogne or Nimble Beast.
And that is a wrap on this Friday, May the 29th here at Gulfstream. Certainly thrilled to be back on the turf, and I'm glad after just what felt like 2 or 3 weeks of just a constant barrage of heavy precipitation. It looks like the forecast is wide open as far as just a real pleasant, beautiful weekend, Saturday and Sunday at Gulfstream Park. We run 11 here tomorrow afternoon with the first race post of 12:50 Eastern. Lots of turf on the card, so happy handicapping, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on Thoroughbred Action.